Hello everyone, I am your Game Master, and today we are pulling the final episode of Season 1 of Twisted One-Shots. I do hope you have enjoyed all this season has had to offer. At the end of this, we will have 6 left in the hat, meaning that another 8 will be going in the hat, so that we have a total of 14 again. Now, of course, I will be polling our last one shot for the season. And it is the coin one shot. Now, what is the coin one shot? Well, let's see. In this one shot, there are no d20s, only coins. However, other dice will be used. Heads counts as a 15 and tails counts as a 5 unless I say otherwise, which I sometimes will. You cannot get advantage in this one shot, and you cannot get disadvantage, because that would mean you would have to flip the coin twice. This is a level 10 one shot. Our story takes place in a great kingdom known as the Kingdom of Fire and Ice. This kingdom is split up into 2 parts, one ruled by the Queen of Fire and the other ruled by the King of Ice. These 2 kingdoms came together after their children, the Prince of Fire and the Princess of Ice, married. However, as of the recent problem that the Queen of Fire died, the Prince of Fire, being the new ruler of the fire section of the kingdoms, fear goes throughout the kingdoms as they are worried whether or not the kingdoms are still connected. You 3 have been called by the Prince of Ice, or Princess of Ice. You don't know why you were called, but when someone of high status, such as royal, calls a group of people, denying that call would be much worse than the fate of accepting it. So will our heroes be able to finish off this series with a grand finale of spectacular success? Only time will tell in this final episode of Twisted One-Shots! Hello everyone,
We all have quarters.
There are no such thing as D20s in this game.
What did you just say? Did you say D20?
Yeah, it's not a thing.
What's that?
What's that?
D20.
I don't know. It doesn't exist. Either way,
Better not. I'm gonna start a
today
war crime if
we
it does.
have coins, and we're gonna go around and do character introductions for the final times of the 8th episode for season 1. So, yeah, we're all showing our coins now. You want to go first with your character introduction?
I'll just name her Felicia. My character is Felicia. She's a level 10 fairy bard barbarian. 5 on the bard, 5 on the barbarian. And she's overpowered.
Luke.
Subject: I am your king, California.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I was laughing so much.
Yeah, okay, so I'm the king of California. If you don't know, that's a character that I've played in another campaign before with Trevor and Gem.
Oh my gosh.
But I am playing that character. He is a half-elf sorcerer.
Atticus.
Oh yeah, I'm playing LIS level 10 half-elf wizard.
So I'm going to roll percentile die. Luke, pick a 10.
70.
70. Okay. Jeff.
How about the 0?
Okay.
I want to be special.
Atticus.
40.
40. Okay. Eh. So I got 55. That's closer to Atticus than it is to any of you guys.
Yeah.
I'm insane at
So,
guessing. What can I say?
and now I'll do the same thing, but for Luke and Jen to determine who goes before the other. 37 is closer to Jem, so
I was special by picking 0.
yep. Luke, you will be last. Atticus, you'll be first, and Jem, you'll be second. Atticus,
Yes.
what was your character doing before you were called upon by the Princess of Ice?
Probably just practicing some magic.
Okay. As you are practicing your magic, you see this um kind of snow kind of ball. And I would ask you, which kingdom does your character live in? Kingdom of Ice or Fire?
Fire, probably.
Fire. So it kind of melts rather quickly.
Yeah.
And all that's
Naturally.
left is this kind of not soggy note, surprisingly. Like, it would normally be soggy with all the water, but it's perfectly pristine.
Yeah.
And it kind of states that um there's basically a castle in between both islands, which like is where the kingdoms kind of meet. And it's telling you to go there because there is an urgent pressing issue.
Yeah, I think she would go.
All right. Next is Jem.
Um, probably at a bar trying to seduce people.
Okay. There are 7 people at this bar, and a total of 3 of them are drunk, and 1 of them is dead. So,
One of them is dead?
yes.
Are one of the 3 drunk people men?
So out of the people that are at the bar, I would say investigation. Give me. Okay. For this, I'm gonna say, what is your plus to investigation? Or
4.
rather, what is your plus to insight?
Insight.
Yes.
9.
Your plus to insight is 9. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm proficient.
tails is going to be a 7. And heads is going to be a 3. Sometimes it's 5 and 15, but I also determine what it is because
You're the GM.
Yeah, I created this. So it's a 7 or a 3.
Tails.
Tails for the first one, so that's a 7. Plus 9, okay.
Heads.
Heads, that's a... alright.
And tails.
Okay, so 2 of them... so the 2 ones that you did well on, because the 12 will not do it for the one guy. But the other 2 were the 7 plus 9, which is 16, which will do it for both of those. So those 2, one of them's a girl who's about to pass out, and the other one is a guy.
Alright.
The one you couldn't figure out, I'll just tell you, it was non-binary, but you don't know that.
So, yeah.
But yeah. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
They say dating is a numbers game, so can I get yours?
I can give you my mailing address.
Sure.
Lovely. Here. pulls out like a business card, but it's like his like home business that he like sells pottery from his house. Just gives it to you.
Thanks. Why don't I take you home? You seem a bit tipsy.
I think I can walk myself. Maybe. I um um am trips over the chair.
Oh.
And just kind of like falls on the dead body that has been there for like 3 hours now.
What? How?
Over drinking.
Oh, okay.
And you see the bartender say, "Oh, Felicia?
Mhm.
Oh, got a letter.
Thank you.
Fire or ice reference.
Ice.
Ice. Okay. So yeah, it's always kind of cold, but people who live in this area don't really notice it. Same with like living in the Kingdom of Fire, you don't really notice how hot it is. And the kind of like coldness of the letter kind of does react to your fingers because it's colder than everything else here, even colder than like the temperature is usually, which is pretty cold for a place like this. So the letter, as you open it, kind of says a similar thing to what Atticus has said, which is like, "We need you at the castle."
She like kisses the man on the cheek and then heads out.
Ugh. Good. But with that, King, what are you doing? Gonna be interesting. You good?
So I gallop into the town, and no one has ever seen me before, which is odd because I'm their king. But they seem not to care about me, and I'm kind of insulted by that.
Okay. For reference, you're not their king. You're someone else's king.
I'm everyone's king. I come from a far, far away land of California, and I'm on my way to meet the Baron of some other town to give me a mission.
Yes, well,
And on the way, I come into this town.
and you see a like dwarf mailman with like his last like letter of the day. He's so tired and just like looks up at you and just, "Oh, I uh I think this is for you. I really don't know. At this point, I don't care, but you seem.
You don't care?
I mean,
Are
I
you telling me that you are a mailman and you do not care who you deliver to? Who is your boss? Who is in charge of you?
we don't see his face. Just kind of sits there.
Well, tell him that I, the King of California, demand that you be fired immediately.
Yes, my lord. Speaking of which, this is for you. And he just
What
kind
is
of.
this? Is this a letter?
Yes.
You delivering me a letter?
Yes.
I open it.
Um, you open it, and it is from. I would say, okay. What is your history plus?
What?
What is your history plus?
+8.
+8. Okay. So, alright. So, tails is going to be a 3, and heads is going to be a 10. And this is a history check when you're reading this letter.
Wait. Why am I... Okay, sure. Heads. So
Heads.
18.
18. So you see, like, it says, like, from the Princess of Ice, you recognize that, like, you were passing through the conjoined kingdoms. You know of these people. They rule this area ever since, like, the mom passed away and the dad kind of doesn't really do, like, the king of fire doesn't really do much. So it's kind of like that happened. But you know of these people. You know of their power and their ruling and all that. And the letter basically states that they need your help in something that has gone horribly wrong. And you need to report to the castle. Or they would like you to report to the castle because they're not going to force someone of royalty to actually do something for them. They're not going to do that. So they're just more like asking you nicely.
This letter is telling me that the rulers of some foreign country that I've never been to before want me to complete a task for them.
Yes.
Wait. Let me just get this straight. I, the king of California, am supposed to serve some other country that I have never even heard of. I'm on my way to a completely different country. I don't understand this.
Yes.
Will I be getting something in return?
There is like underneath, if you wish for reward, we will give you reward. I don't know why I did horrible grammar, but you get my point.
I will take this quest.
All right. Yeah. So all of you get to the castle. You all see a woman dressed in this like beautiful kind of like blue long like gown with a little like kind of tiara type crown that has kind of like a, oh, what's it called, like a snowflake design on it, um and she explains to the three of you that recently her and her husband, the Prince of Fire, had a fight. You see, about 5 years ago, before I met the Prince of Fire, or rather Ronnie, there was someone else by the name of Jacqueline. At that point in my life, I had been trying to figure out my sexuality, and I didn't know if I had liked girls, boys, or really anyone. And so I dated Jacqueline for a time, but it never really worked out, and we had a very harsh fallout. And, well, when we did, it didn't really work out. And then I met Ronnie, and, well, we clicked, and now we're married, and now we rule this kingdom, these two kingdoms. However, after the queen died, his mother, we got a letter in her handwriting, and it was confusing, but also horribly written. It basically stated that she still loves me and believes that Ronnie has taken me away from her, and she's trying to save me in some way. But we can only suspect what she really meant. And you see a more like kind of royal looking boy with his own kind of crown that it has um like fire on like the coming down the sleeves kind of thing.
Hmm.
And you assume this is Ronnie, and he says, I'm sorry I just got here, but like my wife has already told you, I believe that they are here to, um, kill me and her if things go south. We will pay you in whatever way you desire in order to help us find her, because she's been gathering something for a very long time, and there are 3 locations we suspect she could be. Um, it's different places. Basically, one of them is right next to here, the center of the kingdom. Um, the other place is the Chili's Casino and the Frost Desert. Um, I'm gonna ask, specifically just Gem and Atticus, what are your history pluses?
Our history?
History pluses, yes.
6.
6?
That would be a +5.
5. I'm gonna say 5 to 5. So I'm gonna say that we're gonna keep it the way that it is, which is heads is 15 and tails is 5 for this one.
All right.
So
How many?
heads is 15, tails is 5, and it's
No,
just a history.
how many?
Just one. It's just
Okay.
a history jump.
So that's a 20.
Tails.
20, and what is your? So you got 11. All right. So Atticus, you know all 3 of these places. The center of the kingdom is right next to here. Hot Chili's Casino, you've been to a couple times. It's like it allows all ages, because it's not really like there's sections where like kids could bet for crackers, basically.
Aw, that's adorable.
It's a child gambling place.
Yes, but like crackers. It's not like money.
That's so
Pokemon
cute.
Young.
I
Yes.
would pay someone to see that.
And then like the Frost
It's
Desert is a
explaining
desert.
Pokemon, though.
The Frost Desert is like a deserted area of the like ice kingdom, where kind of like no one lives except for these like kind of like frost lizard type things.
Oh, lizard.
Um
Little
and
lizard.
then Gem, you really only know of the Frost Desert and the center of the kingdom. You don't really know much about Hot Chili's Casino because you've never been to the Kingdom of Fire. And I did not ask Luke. I did not ask you to do this because you've never really been here, so you wouldn't know any of these places at all. So I just assumed and made it so that you wouldn't slip at all. But they are basically asking you to check these 3 places out. You can determine which one you want to go to first. Either the center of the kingdoms, Hot Chili's Casino, or the Frost Desert. It doesn't. There is a possibility that they're in 2 of these places, and there's only one place that there is no possibility that they're in, but I can't tell you which it is. So you're kind of just going to have to determine which place you want to go to check out first. So you guys can determine which of the 3 you would like to go to first.
I'd say go to the casino.
I've never been.
Yeah, let's go to Chili's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I named all of these places. Hot Chili's Casino and Frost Desert were like the thing I could think of. So yeah. Either way, you go to Hot Chili's Casino. Yeah, it is a casino in the fire part of the kingdom where lots of gamblers go to try and win money, as well as kids who
Go for
play with crackers.
Oh,
They don't participate in this part of the Hot Chili's Casino, which is in the adult section, or like the people where they bet money. If you lose money, you have to eat hot chilies. That is the reason it is called Hot Chili's
like
Casino.
a full-on pepper?
Yeah, you have to eat
Oh,
the
screw
whole
that!
pepper. Like,
And you still lose the money?
yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and they get hotter each time you lose more money. It's kind of like a
Sucks.
version of
Hell
like
nah.
hot wings, but worse.
Well,
Well, at least they stop you
sucks.
from losing too much money.
This place has gone under fire for like losing business a lot of times.
Under fire.
Yes, I literally wrote that this has gone under fire, no pun intended, because of its health issues and deaths that have occurred. There have been people
Unintended.
who have died here.
Damn. People be losing so much goddamn money.
Yes. And then there's like the people who win all the time and just never have had one of the chilies. They just have insanely good luck. But I'm going to ask all of you to roll, or I can't say roll anymore. Flip your coins. What is all of you's investigations?
It's pretty good.
4
Plus
4
9.
plus 9.
plus 4.
Luke, what is your investigation?
My investigation is +4.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with the majority here and do tails 5, heads 15.
Okay.
So it's only possible, Atticus, that you could still get it even with getting a 5.
That's a heads.
That's a heads.
That's
Alright.
That's a tails. This quarter sucks.
Alright, so that means 9.
I got heads too.
Heads. Alright, so 9,
I got a new quarter.
19, and you had a 15 plus 9, which is 24.
Yeah, that's a
I
24.
got a new quarter because mine sucked.
Okay, so 9, 19, and 24. So, Gem, you do not see anything. But Luke and Atticus, you guys do see there is a kind of like secret like back door that kind of leads outside, that's kind of like open a crack, and Atticus, you're the only one who sees that there are claw marks on the like like at the bottom of the door that have been left by like an animal.
I'll check it out.
All right. Do you bring everyone else? Both of
Might as well.
Yeah, because only Gem was the only one to not really notice it.
Yeah.
Gem, you were more interested in like you saw the kids playing with crackers, and then you see one of the guy like there's a man and a woman like playing with like they're picking out money and like sorting things, and you see the guy like tests out one of the chilies. I'm gonna make this either a nat 20 or a nat 1 for this flip. He has no plus to this or no anything. It's just a heads is 20, tails is nat 1. Alright, nat 1. This guy just flippin' dies. He ate the hottest pepper on the rack and just chokes fire and dies.
Like a dumbass.
Oh, he was hot too.
Yeah, he was frickin' burning now as they get a fire extinguisher to put him out.
Wait, is he actually dead?
Yeah, he's full on dead.
Oh, I should have taken anime dead.
But you see the woman just goes, well, I guess I win, and takes all the money and puts it in a bag and just goes. You guys go to the area. So I'm gonna roll a percentile die here. It's a 50% chance that Jacqueline is here when you open the door and like go to this area. If it's 50 or higher, then you guys will see Jacqueline and the thing will happen. If it's lower than 50, she's not there. That's a 75.
Hell yeah!
Which means
Let's
you do
go.
not have to go to the other places. So
Then three
For
of us gave our quarters to you.
For reference, the other place that would have had her, which was an 100% guarantee that she was there, was the Frost Desert. because that's where the lizards are.
Lizards.
And the place that did not have her was the center of the kingdom, because that's where a bunch of guards are.
Yeah.
So like she wouldn't want to go there. So as you open the door, there are two hooded figures, and there are like these animal cages that are like you can like hear like scratching and like as like these like animals are trying to like get out.
I want to help the animals.
And you see these guys see, like the hooded figures see you three. This big one takes off his hood, and he's a frost giant. He's a big burly frost giant with like an axe and like basically what a general frost giant looks like.
Oh.
And the other person looks like this. This is Jacqueline.
Oh shit.
And she says, like, she like gestures her hand out to the three of you. Great. So my ex decided to send you three instead of just giving herself to me like she rightfully should. Just to be with that bastard she calls a husband. If this is how it has to be, this is how it has to be. And she raises it, and you see the frost giant takes the cloths off the three cages. And you
I'm gonna cast Hold Monster
there are on who?
on the frost thing.
Oh hell yeah!
On the frost giant?
Ideally before he can get the thingy opened.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Here we go.
What
And
kind of
actually, I have a spell
save
for
is
her, and I also have a spell for her.
Wisdom
Oh.
17.
Okay, 7. Oh, but now I have to figure out. Okay. All
And
right.
I have a spell for her.
So this is a +0.
+0.
For me. So it's a straight flip, in a sense. And basically, how I'm going to determine this is because you said it's a 17, right?
Yeah.
So either gets a 17 or a 5. So he either gets it exactly or doesn't get it at all. So heads is 17, tails is 5. That's a heads. So,
And I have a spell. Wait, hold on. I also have a spell for this. I think. I hope. Maybe.
He lifts.
I
I
don't.
have another 5th level spell slot.
You're gonna do it again?
No.
Good.
He lifts the cloths off, revealing why did I say 3? 2 salamander cages
Lizards.
with these frost salamanders.
Lizards.
And they
All my spells are fire. All my spells are fire.
and they seem
Mine are
to
just-
be
That,
very
like, Torching Ray, Rave, Frost,
like-
Fireball.
enraged at the sight of literally anything. So they seem to be like wanting to kill you and eat you and things.
But they're so cute.
They will gnaw
Oh,
your
lizard.
face off.
Lizard.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask you as the cage is open to roll initiative.
I have +8 to this. I'm fine.
You mean
right.
initiative?
It's flip initiative. So,
And how is this going to be determined?
5:15. We're keeping it 5:15. So, first up is going to be Gem.
Hi.
So, the frost salamanders are about 30 feet away, which
30,
is where
okay.
the frost salamanders and the frost giant are 30 feet away. Jacqueline is
40?
40.
Alright. I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery on one of the little salamanders.
Okay.
That is a wisdom 16.
Wisdom 16, and my
Yep.
wisdom plus 0, so this is gonna be a straight one again. 5 or 16. Look, as it goes flying. And it is tails, so that means that I fail.
Three of that.
Okay.
And ooh, and I'm gonna walk up to one of them,
Alright.
take out a battle axe and swing at that little monkey farmer.
Are you gonna swing at the same one you hit before or a different one?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's a +7 for that.
Plus 7.
Yeah.
10 or head is 10. Tails is going to be 6.
$17.
That will hit.
12 slashing damage.
12 slashing damage. Alright, cool. And that's the end of your turn, right? Okay, cool. After Gem, it is gonna be Jacqueline. So Jacqueline is going to, use, Ray of Frost on Atticus. Atticus, what is your AC?
10.
10.
10.
Alright, so
I'm a wizard.
Heads is gonna be 3. Tails is gonna be a nat 1. For this?
3.
Yes, because it's plus 7.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got a nat 1, so she hits herself.
I'm
she has
insane
resistance-
Dungeons and Dragons player.
She has resistance to cold, so the damage that she'll be dealing herself will be halved. But it's still damage to herself. So, you guys take what you can get. While I am rolling this damage, Atticus, it is your turn.
Alright. So, they're all like kind of ice themed, right?
Yes, all of them are ice themed. Which, yes, does mean that all of them have vulnerability to fire.
Okay, so how many of these guys do you think I could get within a 20-foot sphere?
20-foot sphere?
Yes.
All of them,
All of
I
them?
would think.
Including the head honcho? I forgot her name.
Jacqueline. Because she's 10 feet away from the 3 of them.
Okay.
So you
And
could get
how
all
many
of
of
them.
How many of us would fit within that as well?
Gem is the only one near that. So
And Gem is
just-
barbarian?
Gem is a barbarian, yes.
She can take it. I cast
you-
fireball. Fireball, they all need to make dex saves.
Okay, dex save. What is the DC for it?
DC 17.
17. So Gem, what is your plus to dex? Because you need to make
Dex?
Yes.
6.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 10 or 5. Well, 6. And you said the DC 17.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna
Maybe
give.
shouldn't have cast it at 5th level.
Alright, this is gonna be either. Okay, heads is a 16, and tails is a 7.
Okay. Try to succeed, because it's 40 damage if you fail.
I
I'm
did not-
fine, I think. I got heads +6.
Oh yeah, you're
You're
fine.
So you're only going to take 20 damage.
Okay. Alright. So, Atticus, Jacqueline will take the full 40.
Yeah.
If they see succeed, they take the full damage. If they don't, they take 80 because it's vulnerability. So, considering that the Frost Giant didn't save, it takes 44 points of damage, which again does not kill it, but gets it even more damage than it was. And both of the salamanders didn't save either.
And I assume they die.
No.
What?
They're strong babies. After Atticus is gonna be Luke. So Luke, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Immolation.
Ooh.
Immolation.
What does that do?
Yeah. That's flames. That's fire damage, so it's good.
Okay. Are you?
But
Is it one target or is it multiple?
it is. Hang on.
I will say
It is one target.
Is one target. Okay, so are you gonna choose the Frost Giant?
Yes.
I will say, so is it a saving throw?
It's a save, yeah. In that case, 21.
21.
Yeah.
That will not do it, sadly.
Okay, hang on though.
Wait, 21 times 2, right? Because it's because he has vulnerability to fire.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Vulnerability
So,
means
42.
that it's up to 42. So that means he is very injured. He's almost dead.
Okay, well let me just check the thing. Okay, you burn for the spell's duration. Okay. Cool. So at the end of its next turn, it's also going to take the same saving throw.
Oh no. So it is now going to be the Frost Salamanders and the Frost Giant's turn. So the Gem, the Frost Salamander that's been attacking you is going to attack you. What is your AC? Okay. 5? 15. Sorry. Neither get a 6 or a 1. Heads is 6, tails is 1. That's a 6, which means that's gonna hit. So that's gonna be a claw attack, which is just this, which will be halved because it's piercing damage. But the other damage, because these are like frozen-ish like characters, they will also be dealing cold damage when they attack sometimes. So that's gonna be 3 piercing damage. I halved it for you. And it's also going to be 4 cold damage. So 7 damage in total. Good. Alright. And then the other Frost Salamander is going to try and bite you. It's going to be the same numbers, 6 or nat 1. That's a nat 1. So it's going to hit itself. It's going to bite its own arm as it tries to, like, get at you. And as this is happening, I'm also going to say the Frost Giant. Luke, when you did that, were you, like, still 30 feet away from the Frost Giant? Like, you didn't move towards it?
Yeah, I didn't move at all.
Okay. So it's going to take its movement to go to you and use its axe against you.
Oh no.
What is your DC? Or AC, rather?
My armor class
Yes.
is 14.
14. So it can either get a 5 or a nat 1. It got a nat 1, so it will also damage itself, which could mean it kills itself. That could very well mean that. Let me roll these to see if it actually kills itself. It does. It overkills itself. The frost giant tries to swing at you, and as you duck, the axe cuts deep into its chest and goes right through it, killing the frost giant entirely. So now that's dead.
By the way, if that counts as the end of its turn, it also takes 9 damage because it's still on fire.
Yeah, it took just that. The body just burns.
So it kills itself while it's on fire.
Yeah, it just burns and turns to ash. So that happens to the poor thing. Going to be Gem's turn.
Gem?
Yeah.
Do you think you can take 20 damage still? Okay, alright. It's your turn, by the way.
Yes, not talking right now, right? Yeah. So you are going to use Thunder Wave, which is a con 16 on the Frost Salamanders and Jacqueline. Frost Salamanders is +4. For Constitution is also +4. Lovely. That works out really well for me. So either 12 or 5. That's not a flip. There you go. So Jacqueline got tails, which means she fails. That rhymed. And then the Frost Salamanders got heads, which means they succeed. So the Frost Salamanders, and is Thunder Wave half or no? I don't think it is, to the best of my knowledge.
I think it is halved, but they don't take any knockback.
They don't. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think that's right. Yep. Okay. It's half, but they don't take any knockback. Okay. But Jacqueline gets knocked back, and she takes the full. All right.
Only 7?
17? Okay. And it's halved for the Salamanders, right? Yeah, so 17 halved is not any having all numbers.
That's 8.
8. Okay. Yeah, I hate when we have to have odd numbers in D&D because it's like
Yeah.
it's so stupid. And also, how much is the knockback? How many feet does she get knocked back? You're gonna battle axe and frenzy as well. Okay, cool. Who are you battle axing? The salamanders? Because they're the things right in front of you. Okay.
10 feet, sorry.
10 feet. Okay, so she's now 50 feet away from everyone. Besides Gem, she's 20 feet away from Gem, 50 feet away from Lucas. +7. Okay, so and you're hitting one of the frost salamanders. This is gonna be a 10 or a 5. 5. Okay, so that does not hit. And you're gonna do frenzy, which means you get another attack next round. After Gem is gonna be Jacqueline. Jacqueline is going to. I'm going to ask. So both Luke and Atticus, what are your dex
My deck?
Dex modifiers, dex saves,
Dex plus for your
Okay,
save?
got it.
For your save?
It's a 0.
0?
I'm like heavily min-maxed.
Wait, do you want our plus for the save? Or
Plus for the save.
okay. That's +1.
Plus 1. Okay, so I'm gonna make this, yeah, so this is gonna be 15 or 5. Heads is 15, tails is 5. And she is making you guys both make dex saving throws as she is casting Sleet Storm over both of you. Or not Sleet Storm, Ice Storm.
What's the heads or tails? I'm sorry, I zoned out.
Heads is 15, tails is 5.
Okay.
6, that will fail.
That's a heads, that's 15.
That will succeed.
Oh boy.
So this is gonna be bludgeoning damage. Plus cold damage. It'll be bludgeoning and cold damage. So for okay, so Luke,
Yes.
this is the full damage you are taking because you did not succeed. So for the bludgeoning, you take 14 bludgeoning damage. And for the cold, you take 20 cold damage. So for Atticus, you take 7 bludgeoning and 10 cold.
So 17.
Yeah, 17 total. I just have to space it out because that's how it's spaced out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how much damage the two of you take from that.
Alright.
As these clouds come over and just like ice shards just kind of like come at you. And then Atticus, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna Gem. Gem, you can still take like 20 damage, right? Alright.
It's
So I'm
be
gonna
the
cast
attack.
Fireball again.
Okay, cool.
Exactly the same as last turn.
Alright, so it's gonna be a 6 or a 5. Same exact as last time.
Alright, and if they fail, they take 41 damage.
41.
Yes, this time.
Okay.
So that would be doubled to 82 if they fail.
Oh my
and
god. So that would
40
like kill. I think. Okay.
So if they fail, they die, basically.
Oh. Okay, so the salamanders.
And I still have like 10 left.
What'd you say?
I still have about 10 left. I'd be fine.
Alright.
Okay. Well, you aren't getting the doubles, so. But what did you get? Your flip? Oh, you didn't flip it yet. Okay. I'm not very good at catching my flips, so I just like let them like fly around the room. But both of the salamanders fail, meaning that you kill both of them.
Oh, dang it.
And the giant's dead.
The giant is dead, so all the salamanders. It's just
Wait, what kind of save is it?
it's a
Dexterity.
dexterity save. Yeah.
What was the tails?
5.
It's an 11.
That's an 11, which will fail.
So you take 41 damage.
And this is Jacqueline. She can either succeed and take 41, or fail and take 82.
And possibly, does she die if she takes 82?
She dies either way. She died. She died. You throw this fireball and it just explodes, and you see the frost like lizards just like start burning into ash, and you see Jacqueline just like, no, I was supposed to be hers. She was supposed to be mine, and she just like burns into ash. You guys are out of initiative, out of combat, and Jacqueline's body kind of turns to ash. And you label the bags with
Put them in
ashes on
cups.
them.
Flip the cups over. Do a little cup game. Keep your eye on Jacqueline.
And after that, you take them to the castle where Sarah, the queen or the princess of ice, says, "Thank you for doing that. As we said, we will pay you for whatever you actually need and desire for payment." And Ronnie nods his head in agreement, and kind of just says, "What would you like?" And gestures to King of California first. Your Majesty, what would you like? As one royal to another.
You know what? I just want all of your money. I just
All of
want
it?
what you can give me.
Everything that we can give you. Everything.
Yes.
Okay. You see a full-on like minotaur grab half of like the castle and just lift the vault. And just like says, "I will have to accompany you. Like, you cannot carry this. I will serve you." And
Very
carry
well.
this around like a
Come with
peasant.
me back to California.
Just carries it with you. And that happens. You see the Princess of Ice gestures to you, Felicia.
Hmm. How about making me taller?
Taller? Like,
Mhm.
how much taller?
About the size of the average woman.
You see the Princess of Ice gives you this like kind of green liquid with a couple like leaves in it. So you take it and you feel like really like weird. It like if you've ever like have you ever like bitten a leaf before? Like
Yes.
an actual leaf from like a regular ordinary plant?
Yes.
Yeah, and it just like
On
tastes
multiple occasions.
it just tastes like a plant. It doesn't like there's no distinct like taste to it. That's like how your whole like body feels is just like a plant for like a really weird second. To grow to the
You're right on. 5'4".
5'4", yeah.
So I'm the height of the average woman. Woo!
Yeah, so yeah, you're a fairy who is now 5'4". And that happens, and then both Ronnie and Sarah, like as like things are kind of like happening, gesture to Atticus. And what do you want?
Slide me a cool $20.
20 what?
I
I am incorrect. Because if Atticus was not here when we did the Islands of Hera episode where we were in the new Islands of Hera for Luke's 21st Century one, America 21st Century, which means that those people would have bills because it's America. So they get someone to fetch you money, and they like it's like someone that like comes back, and you just see like $20 bills, but they're not like you get like a $20 bill has an H on the back where like a normal like I guess like president's head would be, or like and then on like the other side where like we usually have like that
The
Illuminati
Illuminati.
type symbol is the dove with the flower in its mouth. Also mention that you see, or like no one sees this happen, but the King of Ice, who is like still alive because the Queen of Fire is like dead. She was the one who like the mom who had died. The King of Ice, like reported like coming back from like a long trip, and as he's coming back, he has a different lackey with him, or a different like guy with him, like servant, who's carrying a different vault to replace the one that they lost, because they kind of were like, if we're going to hire the King of California, we're going to have to replace the vault. Um,
Fair.
Sounds about right for any logic.
and so they were just like, they put the new vault in and like immediately change it, so like the building looks normal again. Like nothing ever happened to the building. Takes like a couple weeks for that to happen. And as the last thing, I kind of know what happens to Luke's character, but I'm curious to know when it's your turn, which is your last, so we'll get to you in a second. Atticus, what is the final thing your character does before we end?
Goes back to my dorm room.
Yeah.
And cracks the books because I got an exam tomorrow.
Yeah, so you study for your exam on
Magic
magic.
happenings.
You study for your exam on fire magic, because that's kind of what you do.
Pretty good at it already.
And yeah, you do ace the test, so you got it. Jem, what do you do?
In the span of about a day, she figures out the sexuality crisis and tries to get a girlfriend.
Okay. Do you go back to the same bar?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so you actually see the woman who had taken that bag from that man who had like died, like the bag of money. Like you see her like drinking one like thing of wine, and she like sees you and just like winks, remembering you from when she like got the money from the guy who died. She just winks and gestures like, do you want to come over and just like sit? Great. Anita.
Felicia.
Lovely. And she just starts flipping a coin. I somehow was able to get it to connect. She just starts flipping a gold coin, and that is where we're gonna end today's final Twisted One Shot of Season 1. We will, at least all of us will see you guys in the next season. Of course, I will see you guys on other videos and channels and all that stuff, because I do more things than just this.
Also in real life.
D&D is not the only thing I do with my life.
And also, Season 2 of Not So Open Okar will be coming out before Season 2 of this does. You'll be seeing Atticus and Jem pretty soon as well. You'll be seeing me for Villain Master Game and all of that stuff. And until next time, bye everybody!
Bye.
Bye.